And the second match on here on the final day of the 66th All England Championship is between what one must describe as a scratch, a Danish pair. Scratch in the sense that they've only been playing together for something like 4 or 5 weeks, and that's the combination of Svend and his partner, the tall man, Steen Skovgaard, and Denmark hoping to build up a partnership from and Skovgaard, and they will play against the Swedish pair, which is Thomas Kihlstrom and Bengt Fröman. And on the left side of the court we have the two. We'll just get them in a minute. That is the great Svend, who had that emotional victory here last year, beating Hartono when Hartono was trying to win his 8th title, which he'll be trying to do again later on this afternoon. And Svend knocking up with he's knocking up with Thomas Kihlstrom, in fact. You notice that in the knock-up, Scrim, let's do another ident, shall we? Okay. Well, we'll leave it until they get onto the court and into a civilized formation. And the man with a bandage on his leg is Svend, who's had an injury this year, and that's one reason why he hasn't been playing very much doubles, and perhaps it may be the reason why he's lost his title. He went out in the singles before the final stages in the quarterfinal, in fact. A great player, a great character, sturdy, strong man, Svend from Denmark. They're the other pair from Sweden who knocked out the holders, the Indonesians, Chun and Wajudi last night. The one, if we can recognize the one in the blue shoes, that one is Bengt Fröman, and his partner is Thomas Kihlstrom. And Thomas Kihlstrom on the left there of your picture in the white shoes is the reigning Swedish champion, having got through in the Swedish championships, even though the great Stuart Johnson, who went out last night in the semi-final of the singles to Lim Swee King, the Indonesian, and there is the other one that we haven't seen, Priest's partner, Skovgaard. And there's Svend serving.
Second serve.
One love to the Danes. There they are. Steen Skovgaard to serve to Thomas Kihlstrom.
Service over. Love 1.
Denmark on the far side. This is Sweden here. Denmark in the lead by 1 point to love in the first game, best of 3 games. And in all the games in badminton, as a matter of fact, apart from the ladies singles, it's the first to reach 15 to take the game. There is a problem of setting at 13 all or 14 all, but we'll jump that hurdle if and when we come to it. Now, although the singles titles are the blue ribbons, obviously, of badminton, it's the doubles games that really brings the crowd to life. They really love the rat-a-tat machine gun-like action that you get in the doubles game. It's a tremendously interesting, a very fast, thrilling form of badminton.
2-1, second serve.
Svend serving, partnered by Steen Skovgaard, representing Denmark. A partnership that's only been together for 4 or 5 weeks.
Second serve.
3-1 to the Danes. There are the Danes.
Service over. 1-3. Second serve.
And this is Kihlstrom to serve. 27 years old, from Stockholm. He's a master.
Service over. 3-1.
And none of these 4 has won a men's doubles title. Svend at the back there, partnering Skovgaard, has won the mixed and, of course, won the singles last year, but he hasn't won a men's title.
3-1, second serve.
And the Danes trying to build up this pair of and Skovgaard, because the Thomas Cup, the International Team Championship, takes place in Bangkok, and the preliminary rounds are being played now in order to qualify for the final sessions in Bangkok.
1-3, second serve.
Kihlstrom serving to
Service fault called. Service over. 3-1.
Fault called on the serve. The racket was too high. The shuttle mustn't be hit above waist height, and the racket handle must be pointing downwards, and no part of the head of the racket must be discernible above the hand. And added to that is that both the receivers and the service parts of both the receivers and the service feet must be in contact with the ground.
4-1, second serve.
And the Danes have gone into quite a comfortable lead, 5-1 in this first game. Svend doing well on this hand, serving to Kihlstrom.
Service over. 1-5.
And Kihlstrom there menacing the short serve. And he got a fault from Pre.
Second serve. Service over. 5-1.
And the service having gone back, they've lost the 2 points, the Swedish pair, so the service goes back to the Danes, and now each of the partnerships serves until a point is lost. And when they've both served and both lost points on their serve, then the serve switches back again to the Swedish pair. And so the score is 5-1, second serve. And it's out of court.
Service over.
And so the service comes back to the Swedish pair, who are trailing 1 point to 5 in this first game, men's doubles final, here in the All England Championships at Wembley.
1-5, second serve.
That's Kihlstrom for Sweden, serving to Svend and there, a menacing figure.
Service over. 5-1.
And Back the service goes to the Danes. Now the Danes can score, leading 5-1. Steen, Skovgaard, 23 years old, from Copenhagen, serving. That was a short one. Oh, yes, a good scramble by Skovgaard. Yes.
Second serve.
6-1 to the Danes. There you have it.
7-1.
7-1, and it's still Svend as the second server on his side. So he'll keep the serve now. On his side will keep the serve until they lose a point, and then it'll go back. As it will now, he having served a fault, and he's done that twice, serving to Kihlstrom.
Second serve.
And so it's now Kihlstrom to serve.
Service over. 7-1. Second serve.
And the problem, of course, in badminton, and this is part of the fascination of it, is the touch on this low serve, because the shuttle, the missile, is so light, and it's got to be kept right close to the top of the net, but long enough on the short serve to get inside that short service line. And all the time, staring you right in the face is the guy on the other side, and menacing the server all the time.
2-7.
And the Swedes have notched a point, and this Danish pair, they're a very, very difficult pair to serve to. They're menacing the low serve all the time. Watch that. He goes in quickly there. Didn't menace it well enough.
3-7.
Fröman serving. Skovgaard.
3-7. Second serve.
Kihlstrom serving. Menaced there by Svend.
4-7. Second serve.
Still Kihlstrom, this time to Skovgaard. And Skovgaard getting in quickly. You can see really how difficult it is to serve to this pair. Now they're serving and being menaced in turn by the Swedes.
7-4.
Skovgaard trying to get away with it that time, finessed one and played one a little wide and a little deeper.
Service over. 4-7.
4-7. Kihlstrom serving to Skovgaard. It was out.
5-7.
Very good pullback. They were trailing, and now the Swedes pulling back extremely well.
5-7. Second serve.
And the way Svend hit that shuttle then with venom, it's no wonder he broke a string in his racket. He's just changed his racket.
7-5. Second serve.
To serve to Kihlstrom. Tries to get it over his head. Doesn't succeed. But these two boys, these two Danes, they're overhead. They're absolutely devastating at the moment. They really are. And a change of racket by just a couple of points ago, and now it's another change of racket. Little test there by Skovgaard. There you can see the busted rackets, the devastation.
Service over. 5-8.
And Mr. Fröman can't afford to do that too often. It's Kihlstrom now to Skovgaard. Oh, and he put it on the floor beautifully. And the Danes take the serve back again. They can now score, and they're in the lead by 8 points to 5. First game, best of 3 games, and the All England title, the virtual world title, at stake.
8-5, second serve.
Skovgaard. A misunderstanding between the Danes there, a clash of rackets. And it's out.
9-5.
There's a smile from Sven. Great humorist, this man. And when he called, he really called that one loud. Skovgaard. That's a fault.
5-9.
Fröman serving. Bengt Fröman.
5-9, second serve.
And that really is the way to menace the low serve. And look at Pre now menacing this low serve. It's a good low serve. He couldn't do a lot with it, but he didn't put the shuttle up. And they did put the shuttle up, and it's the pair that not only can serve low well in this game that's going to win it, it's the pair that can control the net. And at the moment, the Danes have got more bite and a better overhead, and they're much more likely to control the net and to set up make the Swedes put the shuttle in the air than the Swedes are to be able to do the same to them.
Second serve.
A 5-point lead, 10 points to 5 for the Danes. Sven Pre serving.
11-5, second serve. Service over. 5-11.
Pre presenting a little obstruction there to the shuttle. It was out, but that big man, Skovgaard, close up to the net there, waiting for the shuttle to be put up from the back of the court smashes from Sven Pre, but it didn't quite happen. There was Pre right up at the net, and as soon as that shuttle came up, it was on the floor in no time at all, and that's the object of the exercise. Kihlstrom serving to Skovgaard. That was a beautiful shot.
Second serve.
7-11, second service. Kihlstrom for Sweden to serve. To Pre. The Danes on the defensive there, and you notice when they were on the defensive, they were in a side-by-side formation with the Swedes when they're attacking, playing back and front.
Second serve.
Good pullback by the Swedish pair, only trailing by 2 points now.
Second serve. Service over. 11-10.
There's always a tendency on this short serve for the server when he's menaced by the receiver to take his eye a little off the shuttle.
11-10. Second serve. 11-10. Second serve.
Well, there seemed to be a little controversy there, but I don't think there's any problem because the service was just out.
Service over. 10-11.
Well, he still seems to be a little puzzled. I don't know what he's puzzled about. Perhaps it's just because the linesman didn't call. Never mind, it's over now.
10-11, second serve.
And that is Mr. Jilks, by the way. His wife has just won the title in the previous match. And a good and a well-deserved round of applause for the Swedes, who've pulled back, and it's now 11-all. They were trailing 5 points to 10.
12-11, second
And they've now gone into the lead. So the Danes in a little bit of trouble unless they can regain their composure.
13-11, second serve.
Just 2 points away from the first game, the Swedes. The Swedes, by the way, knocked out the holders, Chun Chun and Wajudi, in a magnificent match in the semi-final last night. But this is the big one for them. This is the title match. Oh, it's out! He didn't play the percentage there. He had a lot of court open to him. Very unhappy, and well he might be. 12-13. Yes, a good return there.
Service over, 13-12.
And now the Danes have lost the service. The Swedes have regained it. The Swedes are in a position to score. Only 2 points away from this first game. Oh, a little bit of gymnastic work there by Skovgaard, but it didn't do any good, and so it's 14 points to 12. And it's game point, and a new shuttle coming out. 14-12, there you see it, 14, game point, 12. To the Swedish pair of Fröman and Kihlstrom. And it's Fröman serving.
First game, Fröman and Kihlstrom, 15-12.
Well, that really was something of a turn-up for the book, not from the point of view of the form book before they went on the court, but with a substantial lead and the devastating attacking form that the Danish pair seemed to be in, leading by 10 points to 5 at one stage, and 11-5, I think it was. I've missed, so they were 6 points behind, and at one point they were 7-1, and they pulled back on both occasions. So a magnificent recovery on 2 occasions during that game for the Swedish pair. We're looking at them now, and eventually coming out at 15 points to 12, and so the first game in their pockets. And it's Kihlstrom to serve to Pre.
Service over, love all.
Kihlstrom on paper the better of the 2 Swedes. He's the reigning Swedish champion. Fröman receiving serve now for the Swedish pair.
1-love, second serve.
Fröman on the right, Kihlstrom on the left. Skovgaard serving. Very nervous, very tentative serve. It was well out.
Love 1, second serve.
Love to Pre and Skovgaard in this second game, having lost the first, 15-12.
Love.
A little shoe repairing going on to the blue shoes of Bengt Fröman, 26 years old, from Stockholm.
3 love.
And incidentally, those blue shoes are not worn for the sake of the colour scheme. They are his lucky talisman. He wouldn't go on court without them. Goodness knows what he's going to do. Where are his feet when he wears out the shoes, I suppose.
3 love, second serve. Service over.
No, it was out.
Love 3.
And that's the drift in this big hall, right to left as you're looking now. And that shuttlecock had the breeze blowing with it, as it were.
Love 3, second serve. One, 3, second serve. Service over. 3, 1. Come on. 4, 1.
Skovgaard serving.
Second serve.
And the smiling Svend, and while obviously all 4 of these players is keen to win an All-England title, I'm sure that Pre must be as keen, if not more keen, than any of the other 3 on the court, because that's the only All-England title that he hasn't won. A new shuttlecock comes out. They really go through dozens and dozens of them during this 4 days here at Wembley.
Service over. 1, 5.
Fröman serving.
2, 5.
And not a very good return from Skovgaard.
Two, 5. Second serve.
Kihlstrom to serve to Skovgaard. That's the art of doubles play, to get the shuttle just above the net there and to get in and put it on the floor.
Service over. 5, 3. Second serve.
Svend. Yes, he couldn't do it the third time.
Service over. 3, 5.
Tremendously quick reactions.
Second serve.
Absolutely nothing in this second game, just 2 points in it, in fact, for the Danes. It's out.
4, 5. Second serve.
Kihlstrom, Thomas Kihlstrom to Steen, Skovgaard.
Service over. 5, 4.
Skovgaard to Kihlstrom.
5, 4. Second serve.
Right between the Danish pair there, a little bit of misunderstanding. But a partnership of only 4 or 5 weeks, and a faulty serve there outside the centre line. Kihlstrom to Skovgaard.
4, 5. Second serve.
And the service swinging about a lot now. Bengt Fröman.
Second serve. 6-5, second serve.
And now the Swedes go into the lead, 6-5, after being 3-love down and also 3-5 down. So, and in the first game they were 1-7 down and 5-11 down. So they're getting themselves something of a reputation for the big pullback.
8-5, second serve.
And again, the gymnastic ability. Look, he's done it again. Oh. Just wasn't the best rally of the of this match. It was the best rally of the week, I would say. It had everything. 5-11. Skovgaard. Without being too unkind to Skovgaard, I think he's playing a bit tentatively, a bit nervously, and has not really being able to give the experienced Svend the backing that he needs. And of course they're a scratch partnership, unlike the Swedes who've been playing together for 5 or 6 years.
6-11, second serve.
So for every week almost that the Danes have been playing together, the Swedes have been playing a year.
7-11, second serve.
Now, can the Danes pull back as the Swedes pull back? And again, the mistake came from Skovgaard. Gets a little encouraging pat from the more experienced Svend. Fröman serve.
11-7, second serve.
Kihlstrom. It was out. A very close call, but a very decisive one.
12-7, second serve.
And so it's 12-7 now, a 5-point lead in the second game, having won the first game by 15 points to 12 to the Swedish pair. Kihlstrom serving. It's out.
13-7, second serve.
13-7, just 2 points away from an All-England title for the Swedes.
Serves over, 7-13. 7-13, second serve.
Again, misunderstanding in the Danish camp. Beautiful shot. And the serve goes back to the Swedes. In a commanding position, in a scoring position, having got the serve back, but only 2 points away from the All-England title.
(13-7), second serve.
Thomas Kihlstrom to Pre. A lucky one, tipped the top of the net, and Pre back on his heels. And this is match point 14, match point, title point 7. save there by the Danes. 1 match point saved. And a point pulled back. 8-14. That one was dead smack on the line. 9-14. 10-14. It was a tremendous piece of scrambling that from Svend. What a pullback. What excitement.
Second serve.
Still in with a chance. Free to serve to Kihlstrom. Oh yes. Again you see Skovgaard caught with the shuttle hit straight at his body. And so the second match point comes up to the Swedish pair. A new shuttlecock comes out. There's been a change of racket as well. It's change all round here. Kihlstrom to Pre. Oh! Oh!
14-12, second serve.
Fröman to Skovgaard. Yes, he's done it! You know, the crowd here, they really love these men's doubles. This really has drama, excitement, the lot. Oh, yes. Great backhand smash there from Fröman. Oh, tentatively, nervously, weakly, into the net from Skovgaard. Third match point. Yes.
14-12, second serve.
Fröman to Skovgaard.
Service over, 12-14.
And so back the service comes to the Danish pair. Pre. Oh, and it wasn't a very good low serve. It's just a little high over the net. And Kihlstrom in very fast. Skovgaard to Fröman.
Service over, 14-12.
And so we come back to match point. Kihlstrom to Pre. Yes.
14-12, second serve.
And Pre, the stronger of the two Danes, trying to control these rallies. And when he's able to do so, he's usually successful. Yes, yes.
Service over, 12-14.
Now, if the Danes can serve here, they've got a chance. Can they, though? Pre to Kihlstrom. He changed the serve. And it's out. Oh, a nice one. A nice change of plan there. He flicked one over his head instead of serving the short one. So they pulled a point back now. 14-13. Absolutely nothing in it, but one game to love for the Swedish pair. Yes! And so at 14 all, the side, which is first on 14, has the option of setting to 3. So they're setting to 3 now. The Swedes having opted for it. That is the first to reach 3 points.
Second serve.
The Danes having the advantage of having the serve. And a mistake from Skovgaard.
Service over. Love all.
Setting to 3. And the serve having passed from the Danes back to the Swedes. The Swedes with the advantage now. It's the side that has the nerve, the side that can serve. What's he going to do with this one? Played the short one. It was out. 1 love.
1 love.
1 love in the setting situation to the Swedes, setting to 3. Oh, and again, this poor man Skovgaard.
Match point.
And again, this is the 5th match point. Kihlstrom to Pre. And it was short of the short service line.
2 love, second serve.
Bengt Fröman to Skovgaard. Skovgaard nervous. Yes, but he pulled one out of the bag there. At the very moment that he needed it, the man on the right there, the big Dane. Love 2. Setting. Pre to Kihlstrom. Tried the flick over his head again. Tremendous length from Pre. Oh, straight into the body of Skovgaard.
Love 2, second serve.
Love 2, setting to 3. Second server, Skovgaard to Fröman. It was out.
1-2.
Well left there. Absolutely nothing in this match. Skovgaard to Kihlstrom. Down he goes again, up he gets. Well, by my reckoning, this is the 6th match point coming up. They've had 5. This is the 2nd one in the setting situation. And there to serve is the more experienced of the 2 Swedes, Kihlstrom to Skovgaard. Yes, and he did it. A little lucky. Club at the top of the net.
2-1, second serve.
Another match point. 7th coming up. And they've saved it. And Pre conceded that one, as you probably saw. He hooked it, slung it a bit.
Serves over. 2-1.
Is this the 7th or the 8th match point? 8th, I think, match point. And a very welcome drink there for Bengt Fröman. There's his partner, Thomas Kihlstrom. A lot of Swedish support here. You can hear the cheers. A magnificent game, very exciting indeed, with a win for Bengt Fröman and Thomas Kihlstrom over Svend and Steen Skovgaard, 15-12, 17-15. And so the All England title, the virtual world title, goes to Sweden.
This is their first All England Championship title, and indeed the first time they have reached the finals of this championship. And the runners-up from Denmark, Bengt and Skovgaard. It is the first time that these two have reached the finals of the men's doubles championship, although we have seen Sven in other finals.